he was standing by the door with his hand on the door. And I said, "What do you mean you're not gonna make it, Aaron? What are you talking about?" And he was like, "Just call an ambulance." So I picked up my phone and I called as fast as I could. And mind you, we living in the middle of nowhere almost. So I'm like, hello, hello. I'm like, hey, I think my husband having a asthma attack or a heart attack. I said, well, how somebody need to come out here real fast. And the lady on the phone, she just was asking. I felt like she was asking me all these dumbass questions, and she's like, is he standing up? I said, yeah, he's standing up. I said, she said, have him sit down. I said, okay. I said, babe, come here. It was a rolly chair that he used to play games in because he was a big gamer too. I said, babe, I grabbed him. I said, babe, sit down. Stop moving. I said, you putting too much, you making your heart move faster by doing all that. Because he just started pacing around and he was getting like delusional. And so I told him to sit down. I was like, sit down and don't move. They said you cannot move. And he was like, okay, baby, okay. He just kept saying, okay, baby, okay. He was like, baby, help me, please, please, please. And I said, Aaron, I'm trying. So the call was like 9 minutes. I'm like, why the fuck is it taking 9 minutes for somebody to get out here? So she said, okay, he started walking where his game was in the other area because we like the way our house was the front door, it was like an open entry on this side and an open entry on this side. So like he had his own game room, like his little man cave, and he was on this side. And so he walked over there, and that's when he just hit the floor. He went to go sit in the chair, and then he just hit the floor. So all of us started screaming. All of us started screaming. It was the scariest shit in my life. He